Greetings, folks. Kilt-Man here. Yes, in the flesh. Speaking of flesh, those who saw my last video will recall that rather ghastly moment when I sliced open the top of my finger whilst unboxing with a ski and do. Very, very clumsy of you, Kilt-Man. Plaster. Yes, a lesser man would have cried out for morphine. He would have screamed the roof off. All I did, I just grinned and carried on filming. And then when I pressed the stop button, I ran upstairs to Mrs. Kilt-Man. I said, cut my finger off. And she went, no, give it here. Put that under a cold tap for 10 minutes. 10 minutes? 10 minutes under a cold tap. Yeah, I may not have had to go to A&E because of a sliced finger, but I had to for fucking hypothermia and pneumonia. My God, 10 minutes under a cold tap. Jesus Christ. People get tortured with far less hideous acts of depravity. Anyway, I have lived to tell the tale. But bear in mind, be careful with knives out there. And as a collector of knives and swords and axes, it was only a matter of time before I was going to do myself some kind of mischief. But hey, I'll suffer for my art so that you don't have to. Anyway, that's not why I brought you here. I brought you here because Aquaman, the soundtrack, is now out. The film is also out in the UK. It came out several days ago in the UK, and I haven't seen it yet. Oops. A slight omission there from Kilt-Man's agenda, because I was going to go and see it quite quickly. I was kind of looking forward to it. But weirdly, my enthusiasm has waned somewhat, and listening to the soundtrack when I got it last night, you can't buy it on physical media at the moment. It's only a download. But I got mine from Amazon, and I listened to it a couple of times last night, and was underwhelmed, quite massively underwhelmed, if you can be massively underwhelmed. And it did nothing for me. It's rather bland, generic, meh. And so that has tempered my sort of, initial excitement at seeing the film. Because I listen to films as well. I love the soundtracks, oftentimes more than the film itself. And this is doing nothing for me. But I don't mind the main theme. So I'm going to play the main theme for you and see what you guys think of it. Rupert Gregson-Williams composed this. He also composed Wonder Woman, and I love that score and I love that film. Brilliant. Of course, that score had to bring in Hans Zimmer's classic electric cello riff for Wonder Woman, so that wasn't down to Gregson-Williams. But you can quite clearly hear in this that after Thor Ragnarok, Mark Mothersbaugh, Mothersbaum, however you pronounce his name, which had a retro synth 70s, 80s funk feel to it, which was really clever and very retro and a bit kitsch, but brilliant. In this track I'm going to play for you, it very definitely channels into that sort of thing as well. I mean, the director said he was influenced by Giorgio Moroder, Vangelis, and all that sort of stuff from the early 80s. And, well, I don't hear any Vangelis in this, but I do hear a bit of Giorgio Moroder. And I also hear, and get on this, a bit of I Feel Love by Donna Summer. You'll know when you hear it. And it's nice. I have no idea how it fits into the film. This track is just called Arthur. Arthur Curry is Aquaman. That's his human name, Arthur Curry. And this is his theme. So let's get on this. It's 4.5 minutes, 4 minutes 40 seconds, and there's definitely some distinct parts to it. It goes through a few permutations, and clearly the elegiac main theme is in here too, and you'll hear that. And that does play out throughout the rest of the score. But this track itself, I have no idea where it fits into the film. But let's get on it anyway. This is Arthur. Starts off very quietly. Ominous undersea tones. Get your gills going. Are they capturing sort of whale song there as well? With these distant sort of moaning chants? I mean, we know that Momoa, my man Momoa, he's a bro. You know, he's a surfer dude. So you got to have a bit of sort of a rock twang to it as well. Something swaggering, but with tongue in cheek as well. So that's clearly the main anthem for him. It's big. Are you getting that Thor Ragnarok feel from it? Electronics, funky beat. Roxy the Wonder Dog is circling, by the way, because she wants out. Roxy! Now she's ignoring me. Come here, hon. Come here. Listen to Aquaman. Come here. Like this. Yeah, I feel love. Very retro, isn't it? It's a bit of an unusual move as well, you know, for the main theme for a superhero movie to do that. And it's clearly inspired by Thor Ragnarok. And that really chaotic sort of deviation, that swerve curveball that it made to sort of heroic soundtracks. It is a boss soundtrack as well. What vibe are you getting from this? Kingdoms in the offing, Atlantis up for grabs, the 7 undersea kingdoms all going to be in uproar, or something like that. Only Aquaman can unite the undersea clans and avert war with the landlubbers. That's the pitch, isn't it, I think? You hear the guitar coming in? Roxy, hello. Do you want it? Dad, stop facing that weird camera. Stop looking at yourself. Take me out. Oh, soon, hon, soon. Now, while we're here, there actually is, I just remembered, there is another good track. And it's called Atlantean Soldiers. Again, it's generic sort of aggression and martial might. I don't know if these are good guys or bad guys or what. I have no idea. But they are Atlantean soldiers. Probably armed with tridents and harpoons. And they stink of fish. Riding sharks into battle. Again, a lot of fuzzy retro synth. You'd be forgiven for thinking that maybe a lot more of the score incorporates all this sort of stuff, but it doesn't. Sort of, a lot of it's in earnest and kind of whimsical. I know what it reminds me of now. Hans Zimmer's score for King Arthur. Remember that one where they were later Roman soldiers, mercenaries, who became King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. And Hans Zimmer had a track there, an epic track called Do You Think I'm Saxon? And it had a sort of very similar churning, relentless beat, which got faster and faster. John Barry, King Kong. Dun, dun, dun. You know, if you listen to soundtracks and music as much as I do, you're going to pick up things. Oh, that sounds like so and so. That sounds like this. You clearly can't blame composers for similarities. Most of the time you can't. They must be blinkered, hooked on what they're doing, what their composition's going to be, that vocal voice that they're trying to depict. So they won't be thinking outside the box. So the way it comes back again, you probably had a declaration of war made there in that little bridge. I do like this one, actually. It's growing on me more and more. It's operatic, it's big, it's bold, militaristic, very martial and functional. Yeah, that one's alright. Atlantean Soldiers. They're doing what they do best. Fishing. Okay, folks, that was 2 quick blasts on the Aquaman score by Rupert Gregson-Williams. I really can't say how the score is going to sound in the film, because I haven't seen it yet. But, as I said before, the score at large, the full score, I was underwhelmed by. I don't mind that main theme, Arthur, and I quite like that Atlantean Soldiers track. But the rest of it, I really didn't get. Well, I don't remember it. And I've played it twice last night, and I don't remember anything other than those 2 tracks. So, make of that what you will. But I thought I would illustrate my feelings about this score for this. Well, in America, you haven't even got it yet, have you? It hasn't opened yet. It's been big in China, and I think it's popular here in the UK. I think it is. But, you know, who can tell? Who can tell? It's big. Big. Bubble came on there. Bubble. I was underwater. It's big, it's bold, it's colourful. This is the movie itself. So, it looks like it's escapist fun and pure tongue-in-cheek fantasy fare. And you can't ask for more than that, can you? I suppose. But anyway, you guys make up your minds. Leave comments down below, please, and let me know what you think of said tracks. Have you heard the soundtrack yet? Do you give a monkeys? Have you got any tips for not cutting your fingers off when you're unboxing things with big sharp knives? Anyway, folks, as ever, take care of yourselves. Have fun. Be happy, be healthy. Be back soon. And I'm going to see y'all later.